we might be thinking, well, how is this relevant to the workplace? Why are emotions relevant in the workplace? And in my work with managers and leaders and people on the receiving end of managers and leaders, what I've realized over the years is that often when it comes to engagement and inspiration and getting things done, people do that when they feel like their emotions have been understood and their emotions are tapped into. And conversations go wrong, relationships go bad when emotions aren't heard or understood. And so when it comes to the workplace, I think it's really important. It's almost like that emotional versatility or emotional intelligence. It's like a superpower. And it's only recently that it started to be appreciated and understood that emotions, the power of emotions and the potential of tapping into them. And so when it comes to the workplace, I remember a few years ago running a course with a number of senior executives in an investment bank, and we had a whole session on emotional intelligence. And I remember when I introduced it, there were a whole load of rolling eyes. Predominantly, this group was male. And I don't want to put people into boxes, but it was like, well, why are we talking about this fluffy thing called emotional intelligence? And the question was, well, how can we make this relevant and how can we make this practical? And so ultimately, emotional intelligence is our ability to understand what our emotions are, tap into them, be able to manage them, but also put ourselves in the shoes of the other person and understand what's going on in their emotional landscape, and respect that, so that we can then find a way through that accepts and acknowledges and works with both emotional landscapes, our own, but also the other person. And that's easier said than done. So as far as the most common emotions in the workplace, it's interesting if you look at the list. I think one of the main ones is fear. I think fear is often behind a lot of resistance in the workplace. If you can tap into joy, then clearly you're going to get people super excited and creative and in space of collaboration. But anger can sometimes get in the way. So there's some real powerful ones there. And I think they do hold the clue to our own self-understanding, self-acceptance, but also appreciation of others and acceptance of them.